Hey guys, Mr. here again for another video today, and we are back. We are back with our Winnipeg Jets franchise mode, and we are in the first round of the playoffs, and my god, we had a hell of a season. We finished in second place in the entire league behind Tampa Bay, I believe, and we had a record of 51 wins, 22 regulation losses, and 9 extra time losses. So that is obviously a very, very good season. Not gonna lie, that is 111 points, and we faced the 40, 35, and 7 Dallas Stars, which, to be fair, not the worst team, but also not the most talented. So again, I mean, it says they have the same rating defensively. Yeah, I checked out their team in the last episode. If you guys didn't see that, we're gonna go through it really quickly again. But I mean, their defense just isn't as good as ours. I mean, our offense is absolutely amazing. Our defense is phenomenal on paper, at least I should say. So let's go check the lineup. So on the first line, we have Jamie Benn with Tyler Saga and Alex Radulov. Then on the second line, we have Dennis Guryanov with Roop Heinz and Jason Dickinson. So a very young, well, I say very young, we're actually not that young anymore, but a pretty young second line. Third line of Matthias Janmark with Martin Hansel and Brett Ritchie. So, I mean, a very good third line as well. Fourth line, Stafford, Shore, and Spezza. Defensively, we have Honka and Klingberg with Gunnarsson and Heiskanen. Heiskanen finally in the NHL. Listed as a top 4 defenseman, obviously drafted 3rd overall a couple of years ago. That is really, really good. If he turns out that good, could you imagine? 95 shot blocking, 95 stick checking. Holy shit. What an absolute beast. 6 foot tall, but I mean, holy shit, he's got 97 body checking. What a freaking beast Miro Heiskanen could be. Obviously only 21 years old. Maybe get a boost off during the off season. Play on the top pair with the Klingberg. Then you have Julius Honka, an 86 overall on your second line with an absolutely thunderous shot. I mentioned that in the last one. I forgot about that. Holy frig, yeah, his shot is ridiculous. Jesus. On the third pair, we have Jamie Alexiak and Steven John. So, I mean, you see what I mean? Like, their defense just isn't as good as ours on paper. And then in net, we have an 83 overall Ben Bishop, which isn't great. And then a backup of Daniel Polzel, I don't know. But 66 overall. That's definitely not the highest. But you know what? It's okay, because we're going to start the playoffs in just a moment. I'm excited. I am very, very excited. We can hopefully finally move to the second round after coming into the NHL 10 years ago. No, not 10 years ago. Sorry, my bad. 8 years ago, I think. Will we be able to move on to the second round? It's a possibility. We'll have to wait and see, though. So let's start this series. Game 1 is in Winnipeg. We have home ice advantage basically we have home ice advantage throughout the entire Western Conference. It would have to depend in the Stanley Cup Final who we are against, but let's go. First period of Game 1. If you guys don't know how I do this, I press A to quick sim the first and second period. Then the third period, we will slow sim it at ×8 speed. So let's go. First period. Okay, never mind. What a start. The big boys are unleashed already. Kyle Connor with less than a minute into the series. Less than a minute into the series makes it 1-0. Nikolai Ehlers less than 2 minutes later makes it 2-0. And then late in the first, Drew Doughty makes it 3-0. So we have a 3-0 lead heading into the third. Bishop led in 3 goals on 12 shots. That's not great. He might have been pulled. We'll have to wait and see. Let's go, though. Second period. No goals allowed in the second period. And holy shit, we only had 3 shots that period as well. Now, I mean, I don't know how many shots Dallas had. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They only had 7. So far, a pretty even defensive series, I guess. Period. That was a very defensive period, I should say. Not necessarily series. It's 3-0. We had 2 goals in the first 3 minutes of the game. So, But all right, let's go. Third period, still up by 3 goals. I mean, it would have to be quite the miracle to. Oh, we're still on shots. Okay. Well, Jesse Puljujarvi scored on the first shot of the period. We have Dallas has a power play. And, Nikolai Ehlers. Actually, no, it was not Jesse Puljujarvi. It was Ehlers. My bad. Ehlers is an absolute beast. He has had a fantastic series. Martin Hanzal makes it 4-1, but it's okay because we take game 1 in convincing fashion. 4-1 victory. Ehlers with 2 goals and an assist. Connor with a goal and 2 assists. And 4 assists to Mark Scheifele. What a game for our first line. Holy frig. I mean, if we're playing like that through this entire series, holy shit. Could you imagine? Let's see. Let's back out and let's see how. I'm assuming Scheifele has the most points. I mean, nobody else had 4 points. Yeah, okay. I mean, if our top line plays like that, they could be quite a force to be reckoned with. That is for sure. But, it was only 1 game. We can't get too ahead of ourselves. Let's go. Time for game number 2, also on home ice. Let's see. First period. Okay, yeah, we're good. Patrick Laine and Paul Byron. Again, Paul Byron is continuing his great season. Hopefully, Laine has a promising playoff. He better have a good playoff after this past season. It was not a great one. But, again, we head to the second period up by a couple of goals. So, 2-0 heading to the second period, and let's go. Come on, Winnipeg. Keep up the offense. We did score, but Jamie Benn also got a goal in the first minute of the second period. It is now 3-1. We head to the third, trailing in shots, but leading where it counts most. Let's go. Third period now. Up 3-1. Are still having a good game, that's for sure. Getting a few more shots, which is always good. And Jesse Puljujarvi gets his first, I think, of his playoff career power play for us. And Scott Wilson scored. I mean, I know Scott Wilson isn't on the power play, but what? But it is okay. We win game number 2, 5-1. So we're just increasing a goal per game as of right now. Cam Talbot with a .967 save percentage is really good. Paul Byron with a goal and a assist. Same thing for Patrick Laine. All right, good game, les boys. Very good. We now have a 2-0 series lead, and we head to Dallas up 2-0 in the series. That is awesome. That is very, very pleasing to my ears. So, ears and eyes, I guess I should say. So, let's go. Game number 3, first period, now in Dallas. Let's go. Come on. No goals allowed in the first period, and for the first time in the series, there has not been a goal in the first period. All right. We're getting outshot quite heavily, though. That is not good. 12-6. Yeah, that's not very good, but it's okay. Let's hopefully look to have a better second period. Let's go. Second period. Okay, well, we scored. Mitch Marner. Hopefully, he will have a better playoffs than he had during the regular season. He didn't have the greatest regular season, so like I said, good playoffs from him and Laine. That would be amazing. That would just make my decision on keeping them so much more easier, because I really don't want to get rid of them. Shots 21-17 for the Stars, where you're still getting outshot, but I mean, it's okay. We're still looking good. Let's go. Time to sim the third period, though. Only up by 1 goal. We have a power play, and Patrick Laine scores his second goal of his, no, not his second goal of his playoff career, but a second goal of this series. Power play for the Stars. They couldn't do anything with it. They have another one, though. I mean, boyos, let's stop taking penalties. 3 minutes remain, 2 minutes remain, 1 minute remain, 5 seconds, and that is another game in the backpack. Let's go. We are up 3-0 in the series now. Cam Talbot with a shutout. Ben Bishop did really good, though, to be fair. And Marner with a goal, technically the game winner. But we are looking good. Up 3-0 in this series. And my God, this team is really, really good. I really don't want to change this team right now. Now, Ehlers has the most points now at 4. So Scheifele has not gotten a point since Game 1, which is kind of upsetting. But we had a phenomenal first period, or not necessarily first period. We had a phenomenal Game 1 from our first line, so I can't ask for that every night. Although we've been having a good series, that's for sure. Let's just continue it and hopefully see more points coming from our, well, I was going to say our top 2 lines, but I want points from everyone. Get Cam Talbot on the board. You know what? Even get freaking our backup, Eric Comrie. Nick Petan. Okay, before I could even start talking about Game 4, Nick Petan scores a goal, which, yeah, first shot of the game, Nick Petan scores. What the fourth line was doing out there to start the game, I couldn't tell you, but who cares? We're up 1-0. And I'm glad he scored there because I had no idea where I was trying to go with that conversation from before. But it's okay. Let's go. First period. Jason Spezza tied the game about a minute, a little bit more than a minute later. And then Josh. I still don't. Josh. It's Josh Morrissey. Is it Jake? It's Jake. It's Josh. No, it's Josh. Josh Morrissey. Josh Morrissey makes it 2-1. Jesus, I got to get familiar with that. Is it Josh or is it Jake? I'm pretty sure it's Josh. I don't know. I'll have to look after. 2-1. Heading into the second period, though, we are up 10-9 in the shot category. Let's go. Second period. Boyos, we are still up by a goal. We head to the third. I mean, only up on the shot only up 1 on the shot counter, but we're still looking decent. Never mind. Miro Heiskanen makes it 2-2, and we got a game. We have a tied third period. Matthew Perreault, though, makes it 3-2, and only 10 minutes remain in the third period. Potentially the last 6 minutes of this series. Mark Scheifele gets his first goal of the series, and that will be it. Brandon Montour with the empty net goal, and we win in a sweep. Matthew Perreault, the first star with 2 points. Josh Morrissey, I was right. It is Josh. I'm going to write it down. Let's remember this. Josh. It is Josh Morrissey. I wrote it down 3 times. And then Mark Scheifele with a 2-point night as well. Very, very good. A final score of 5-2, and we have swept the Dallas Stars. Oh my. 6 points for Ehlers. What a series that one was. 4-0 in convincing fashion was that was. I'm at a loss for words. That was a awesome series, boyos. Oh my. Well, you know what? Let's start simming, and we'll see who we will face in the second round then, because why not? I mean, what a great first series. What a way to start off this playoff year. I mean, that is just awesome. There's not much else I can ask for, to be honest with you. We will check out our player stats in just a moment, but yeah, I am extremely happy with how everything went there. Let's see who we will face in round number 2. Will we find out April 23rd? No, we will not. April 24th, then? No? Okay, April 25th, then? We will be facing the Minnesota Wild in the second round. It took them 5 games to eliminate whoever they eliminated. I honestly do not remember. Who were they facing? Shit. I should have checked that. I think it might have been Calgary. It might have been Nashville. It's Calgary or Nashville. Let's go check, though. So we'll check our player stats. We'll check the updated playoff tree as well really quickly. So, yeah, Minnesota won in 5 games over Nashville. We swept the Stars. Edmonton swept the Flames. man, if we ever have to make it against Edmonton in the playoffs, I am going to be scared, especially this season. I mean, McDavid had a phenomenal year this year, so let's go. Let's see. St. Louis won in 7 games over Anaheim. And then in the East, we had a 5-game series between Philly and New Jersey, a 6-game series between the Caps and the Bruins, a 6-game series between the Toronto Maple Leafs and Montreal Canadiens, and then a 5-game series between the Lightning and the Blue Jackets. Only 2 sweeps, both of them coming from the Western Conference. Very interesting. Let's go check the player stats for the Winnipeg Jets. Nikolai Ehlers, 6 points in 4 games. Mark Scheifele, 6 points in 4 games. Laine and Perreault and Doughty and Connor and Marner and Byron and Leopold all have 3 points. Leopold has yet to score his first playoff goal, but that is okay. We almost have a goal from everybody on the team. That is crazy. Only 2 people who do not have a point. It is Marco Dano and Esa Lindell. Hopefully we'll see at least a point from them in this next series. So, I mean, we only have 2 point-per-game players, but Laine has been doing good, and so has Mitch Marner, which is really what I asked for. I mean, Laine, if you want to start scoring more, man, I would be perfectly okay with that. Perreault's doing good. Leopold, I'd like to see him get his first playoff goal. I think that would be awesome, but we'll have to wait and see. And then Talbot, a 4-game sweep, obviously, and 1 shutout for him, a 1 GAA, and a .964 save percentage. Now, out of curiosity, let's see. Best goalie so far, I would assume it is Cam Talbot. Yeah, best starter, it is Cam Talbot, although Dubnyk, he had quite the series as well. Who is the goal? Oh my god, Joonas Korpisalo is the goalie in Edmonton. Holy. Well, I do want to go check Edmonton just to see how well McDavid and Draisaitl did. We'll see them. McDavid had 8 points in 4 games. Brandon Saad is an Edmonton Oiler. What the hell? Brandon Saad is an Edmonton Oiler. He had 7 points in 4 games. Nuge had 6 points in 4 games. Draisaitl, not necessarily having the playoff of his career right now. I wanted to show you guys this. Draisaitl got signed for $8.5 million in 5, or at least, well, I think that might have been 8 years, which is his actual contract. And the McDavid, he got $12.5 million for. Actually, wait, I think I started this. When did I start this series? I mean, it's different. They have different contracts than our Houston series. I know that. Huh. No way that they actually have their real contracts. And, like, no way the game actually did that. Like, EA must have fixed that or something. I don't know. Whatever. Okay, well, I'm going to end the episode here, guys. Hopefully you all did enjoy, and I will see you in the next one after that great sweep over the Dallas Stars. We'll see you in the next one against the Minnesota Wild. Peace out, boys.